Hey guys, see it looks a little dark. Let's see. That's better. I meant. Hold on, y'all. Thank you. I'm trying. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let me get it together in a second. Gotta find some light. Okay, TMG. Hey, Nisi. What's up, baby? First, I'm dark enough naturally. I had to find some light. Hey, what's up? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We had some good conversations on here today. Hey, thank you. There was some good stuff going on here. Good and plain and decent. Here I go. I had a subject that I wanted to kind of talk about. Hey, what's going on, Jersey? All right now. Hey, what's going on? All right. What I wanted to talk about, and I was going to do this just as a regular YouTube video, and then I thought about it. I said, you know what? I think I'd like to get you guys' opinion in real time, because this real time thing is entertaining the hell out of me. But when actually is it time to let a friend go, or a person that you considered a friend? When is the time to actually let them go? That's the question. Or does it ever become time to let them go? So there's just like a couple things that I said I wanted to throw out there, and I just wanted to see if, what you guys thought. So I'm going to say, you'll start, in my experience, you would see, yeah, I am actually going to get real. I most certainly am. Oh my God, big hugs from China. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. All right. I think there comes a time when you will start to actually see the friendship, or what you think the friendship is, start to shift a little bit. And then there's times when I think that it actually, I am international a little bit. I do have some friends from the Netherlands and a couple other places too. So, yeah, that's the amazing thing about YouTube. That's one of the best things about YouTube. China really did throw me off there for a minute. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. Okay, so what I was saying, yeah, you'll start to actually see some things start to shift. And sometimes it's weird. You can't see me? Is anybody else having a hard time seeing me? Little Rock, Arkansas. See that? I'm not sure. Now, I'm pretty new. This is just like my second video. So I'm not sure what to do when you can't find me. Oh man, I love this rocks. Thank you. I'm glad to see you. Okay. Maybe if you can't see me, maybe go out and then come back in. Trust me, I'm long-winded. I'll still be running my mouth. And I'll give it a few minutes too. So. Yeah, sometimes friendships are there. Yeah, they do tend to be temporary. You're right, Tamji. You're right, baby. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it is. That might be your work computer that's not letting you. Yep, you're exactly right. I can imagine that might be happening. But this is one of the things that I've experienced. Have you ever been friends with a person and like literally for years, and then you notice all of a sudden that it seems when you're talking that this bitch don't never agree with nothing you say? No matter what the conversation is about, it could be about fried chicken. That bitch is going to disagree with the way that you put your flour on. It's just, they literally just start everything that you say. It's always, if you say left, God damn it, it's got to be right. You know? And then you say, it gets to a point where you say, well, why do you keep calling me? Like you call me every day to sit on the phone and disagree with everything I say. Hey, how are you, baby? But, I mean, isn't that like weird? I just find that so weird. But I've actually experienced that with a friend of over like 15 years. Yeah, it's like, it's crazy. And then there's like character attacks. That's another one. When it turns into these character attacks. Where it's like, well, with me, it's always, well, why does your mouth always got to be like that? Why you always got to attack? Why you got to always be so mean? Because you're fucking with me. If you fuck with me, then I'm going to be mean. But this is what I've always done. You know? So those kind of like character attacks, like after 10, 15 years, you want me to be somebody who I'm not. And you know, that's like so crazy to me. That's another thing that I've noticed. I've actually experienced that. This is one. I have a girlfriend who said to me, because I was actually talking to her about something that had actually went on. Lady Nika just came in the room, y'all. She was saying to me, you can't get mad at the person for doing things to you. Like a friend that I felt like they were using me. And it was like, you know, everything's fine. I'll bend over backwards for you as long as I don't feel used. At the point that I feel used, fuck you. I'm not going to continue. So what ended up with her, she irritated me because you literally were chastising me because I don't want this person to use me anymore. How does that make sense to you? How does that make sense? Well, you let them do it. Okay, you're right. Now, on that, you're right. Hey, baby, you're right. I let them do it. So how am I wrong because I don't want to allow them to continue doing it? You're literally telling me I'm wrong because I allowed them to get over with things in the past. Now I got to continue. I always say if you don't think negative, you have to say about me. Okay. So these are just thoughts that I was having. I just sat down. Child, you know I get in my feelings, child. And I probably shouldn't. But I do. And then I think about these things. Like, honestly, I'll start to think about them. And then I start making some changes. And, you know, I've had a lot of changes in my life real fast. And a lot of little stressful things that go on I can't afford right now. So, I need to cut the fat so much, you know, somewhat cut the fat out of my budget when it comes to things that stress me. So I think that has caused me to kind of be in my feelings a little bit. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm not, because some of this shit should have been done. There's a lot of interactions that I was having with people, and now I'm like looking at it and I'm like, the fuck out of here. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You know, how about this one? Do you love... Wait a minute. Let me sit up for this. Do you love the bitch that has the sketchy background that literally gonna tell you about things that you're doing now? Who has done things that are 10 times worse 10 years ago? but you supposed to forget it. So I guess you threw it into the sea of forgetfulness. Well, I ain't gone, and I didn't forget. I know you were a crackhead, and we're not gonna sit here and pretend like you wasn't no crackhead. You know, you do what you do, and I'll truly, and you know I'm drawing from some personal shit. I'll truly, that's my silver bitch, ignore her. I truly don't have a problem with a person that does their little drugs and they party and all that. That's cool. Don't steal my shit. Don't offer me none of the drugs and don't expect me to do it with you. But you cool. But bitch, don't you sit here and act like you wasn't a good get high motherfucker. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you try to give me parenting advice. You gonna give me parenting advice when you sat for 10, 15 years of your child's life fucking getting high, and now you gonna forget all about that. You gonna tell me about how great of a parent you are, and you gonna question what I'm doing, me, who ain't never got high. Bitch, bye. No, you won't. But yeah, that's one too. That's another one that will make me draw a line in the sand. When your background is sketchy, I don't have to forget the shit that you did. You can go on and forget it as much as you want. Bitch, I know. And that's always been a problem for me. My memory serves as a danger because I don't forget shit. I don't forget shit. And that mouth of mine don't mind speak it out. So, again, I don't know, this is just thoughts. That's why I came on, so I can, I could have formed it up and did it in, my form that I usually do it in. But I said it'll be fun just to see what you guys have to say. If I just throw this out and see what you thought, real time. I got memory like an elephant. It's horrible. When I started writing my memoir, I kept going back, and I ended up like literally, I was back into things I remember from being like 3 years old. Yeah. This Periscope gonna be the death of me. You know it is. You know my ass is gonna get in trouble because I'm gonna say shit and I'm gonna say, no, I ain't gonna say their name, do the motherfucking name all out there. It is what it is. That's part of being real. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Quintessential. And that's my whole thing with me in books. I'm not a scholar. I never claimed to be a scholar. When I sat down to write, I literally sit down to write the way I talk. So they are very, very, thank you, Lady Mika. They're very, very easy reads. Because it's just like I'm sitting there talking to you. But yeah, I remember things like straight off the bat from being like 3 years old. Yes, it is addictive as hell. My memory gets me in trouble a lot of times, especially when it comes to like dealing with like family members. Don't do it, because I remember I sat up underneath my grandmother 9 million hours a day, and baby, all the tea spilled onto these shoulders. Do you understand me? I remember all the motherfucking tea, and I sit back and I sip it at random. When they sit around and they try to play these games, because see, now I'm in my 40s and you old bitches is in your 70s and you trying to forget, but bitch, I remember when I was 15. And you not talking no shit to me when I remember when I was 15 and you was a hoe. Bitch, I remember my grandmother lighting that ass up. And if you come for me, you gonna get it full throttle. No, what about when you was 40, bitch, and fucking for free? Bye. Don't tell me nothing, girl. And I gives it just like that. Gets me in trouble all the time. All the goddamn time. But God knows, I would sit up there, honey, I learned it. And I get so mad at my kids for what I call ear hustling. Ain't nobody talk about nothing. Go somewhere and sit down, right? I was like ear hustling ass. I was just getting it back. I'd be sitting down on the end of the bed, How many of y'all, now we'll go all the way back. How many of y'all remember the show Quincy? Do you remember Quincy? That was like one of the first hospital dramas. Quincy was like the setup for like Grey's Anatomy and all that stuff like that. But my grandmother swore I liked Quincy. I didn't give a fuck about Quincy. John sitting on the end of the bed, listening to Miss Thelma. That's what I was doing. I ain't gave a damn about Quincy. Quincy's little program was alright, but let me tell you, Miss Thelma's conversation was so much better. Child, you better squeeze all that tea, honey. Yes, to God. And my grandmother was a mess. I would sit there and listen. Child, I would hear Savannah. Y'all remember Savannah? That don't ring a bell. Frank, where's Savannah? What was that? That don't ring a bell. I'm gonna have to Google it or something. Yeah, but I would sit on the end of that bed and I listen to her. There's a whole section in my book about that, but I would listen to her. Oh, it was a show about Savannah, Georgia. Okay, I'll have to look it up. I don't. Yo, okay. Oh my. Mine too, Granny gave me a mouthful. I got today. Child, them old girls will spit tea. You gotta pay attention. I'm telling you, they'll have you in chains out of you listening to that family shit. And that family shit was something else, honey. Listen, here. Yeah, I sit there and listen to my grandmother, honey. She be spewing that mess. I said, Lord, still can't see you. That sucks. That's okay. I'll probably put the video onto YouTube. You know my YouTube is first. My YouTube channel is always my first priority. Always. That ain't gonna change. The YouTube channel is my first priority. Now, I tried to do that little app and stuff about being able to pull my comments and stuff. I paid money and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It didn't work. It just took the money.
Talking to yourself again.
I am not myself, talking to my YouTube friends and my family on Periscope. Yeah, but I paid for the app and the app didn't work. I was pretty pissed, but it was what it was. It was only $3, but guess what? If they steal enough of my threes, eventually they'll have 12 of my dollars, and I'll really be fucking pissed. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I can load the videos, and it just gives you a live scoop, and that's what I actually was creating a playlist. So they'll just be live videos, but you won't be able to see the comments. And I guess I'll try to figure that out whenever I can. They got you too cemented? Is that cemented? Yeah, that's cemented. And you know I can't fucking see, girl. You know I'm old shit. I can watch Periscope, but I'll let me do it so I'm good at least. I can watch y'all. Okay, baby. Yeah. Cool. All my $3. Yeah. I was mad about my little three girls. And then I got so far, and then it started saying something about loading the virus to my phone. I said, oh, honey, not my Galaxy, honey. No, ma'am, bam. So I backed off and erased all that shit. But whatever. We'll figure it out at one point. I know if you have an iPhone, it looked like the iPhone stuff worked because it worked real good for Sean. So, yeah, but, did we veer way off? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so what was I at? I was talking about how did you get to a root? Yeah, I didn't get that whole root thing. That was some mess. The iPhone people were good. I'll never be one of those iPhone people. I'm not a big fan. So I don't know. We'll figure out something. Somebody will figure out something pretty soon. Watching you on YouTube. I was too. I was on with Cemented, and I was on with my girl, The Ghetto View. I hate when she's under the weather. I do. I really do. I hate it when she's under the weather. She just goes through, she done went through so much. Okay. Yeah, I was telling the ghetto view earlier. I said, child, if I have to drag this silver pole with me, honey, the next time there is like a blackout event, I will definitely be there. I was so bummed out about missing it. No, you know what? Cemented, my mom has a tablet. She tried to load on her tablet. She had a problem too. It's like a scaled down version. Oh, okay. I'm going to. Don't worry about it, baby. It's going to be on YouTube. We're going to put it on YouTube. Because I can't get the comments anyway. So anything that anybody else said in the comments, they don't have to worry about, if they said too much. Let me be the one that gets in trouble. Wait a minute. My battery's getting funky here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. 3 blackouts? We're going to do 3 a year? That's ambitious. I'm with it, but that's ambitious as hell. Okay, wait, let me see if I can still stack this sucker. That's true. Yeah, different locations would definitely be nice. Now I'm free. Okay. Am I freezing when y'all are looking at me? Because it's freezing on my phone. Okay. Okay. I can't wait till time to start screaming cookie and acting a fool. I keep disconnecting. Yeah, see, I might have to hate to have to come out, but into this topic anyway. So maybe just rejoin back up. You're freezing on my end. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this one right here, and I have to do my YouTube ending. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You know how that works. About French. And we'll come back in. It's freezing, so Periscope is acting funky. We got to get the kinks and the bugs out of this bullshit. But I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining in the conversation, and thanks for all the hearts, y'all. All right, in a minute. Bye, guys.